Welcome back, viewers. So yeah, this is the very last scene on disc 2, and disc 3 only has one scene, so yeah, yeah. This is post commentary, by the way, viewers, because it was lagging all over the place, and I had to make a few quick edits, and it was just much easier for me to it was just much easier for me to just do this post commentary instead of straight up. Like right there, I was seeing if closing some videos would help. No, it didn't. It didn't. More importantly, if you're wondering why we're heading back to the submarine, we need to go back to that sunken plane for a very specific reason. Y'all know how earlier I was saying you get Yuffie's ultimate weapon in there. Well, turns out you actually do. I just forgot where it was, because it, quite frankly, is extremely well hidden. So back to the sunken plane we go. I think they call it the sunken galleon, but it doesn't look like any ship I've ever seen, so it's a sunken plane, damn it. More importantly, head into this room. Down the stairs. And in this corner, we can get the conformer. Extremely well hidden. In order to be able to see it, you'd have to remove the foreground. And edit battles. Yeah, since this is post-commentary, I'm probably gonna start editing battles again because, yeah, might as well, considering through editing this video, cutting out all the battles, it went from an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and 4 minutes. That shaved 10 minutes off the clock, which is pretty nice. Well, let me think here. This episode, we will be getting the W item materia. Yeah, it's a very fucking useful materia, because not only can you use 2 items back to back, you actually really have no need for using 2 items back to back unless you're AP grinding. But you can use 2 items back to back, and more importantly, we can do the W item glitch. So, I'm gonna go on and hop on my chocobo, hop into the high wind, and head over to the chocobo sage's hut. Because I want to pick up just 2 silk grains. You only need 2 of a certain usable item in battle, or any item that you can use in battle, all you need is 2 of it, and you can get a stack of 99 easy. So, 2 silk greens is all I need. Let's see. Let's play our sword of choice for the day, the good old-fashioned katana. So yeah, now that I've got 2 silk greens, let's go on and move to the actual start of the story. In order to start this scene, all you gotta do is fly over to the crater here. And there you go. The scene starts. Which, by the way, like I said, this is the very last scene in this disc. And next disc is really only one scene that's about an hour and a half, maybe an hour of footage, considering it's actually fairly short. I can probably run through it without, or if I don't do any grinding, I could probably run through the scene, not taking on the other 2 weapons, and get to the final boss and beat him within about 45 minutes, probably less. Of course, that's not doing grinding or taking on the weapons. Of course, I will be doing grinding and taking on the weapons. In fact, I'm just going to go far enough in to where I can show you where the where the spot that I grind for AP is at. I'm going to show you the enemies that I grind for AP with. And from that point on, I'm just going to off-screen until I master 2 mind materias. Or master the mind materia twice. That will give me 3 mind materias. And with that, I will actually be able to take on Emerald Weapon without dying. Because I've got final attack. Well, I'll explain the strat for the Emerald Weapon once we get to it. And I can actually take on Ruby Weapon at the very start of the game. Or at the very start of the disc, because for the Ruby Weapon, all you need is Knights of the Round Table, junctioned to the HP Absorb, W Summon, Hades, and Mine. Those are the only materias that you need. Once you've got those materias equipped, and by the way, the general thing for Ruby Weapon is you can actually only fight against him with one person. Or I should say with one person alive, so Cloud's pretty much going to be the only one fighting against him. Or, you know what? No. I'm going to have Sid be the one who fights against him, because even though Knights of the Round Table won't be getting 3 AP, or 3 times AP from it, Sid's weapon that I have equipped to him right now has junctions, so yeah, I'm probably going to have Sid do the fights, load him up with as many materias as possible, make sure that his health is still at 9,999. That way he can't just get one-shotted, and before going into that battle, just be sure that your other 2 teammates are killed off. Literally, that's all you need. But most likely this won't be happening until, like I said, I get Mind Materia mastered twice, because I don't know, it just feels a little bit better when you take on Emerald Weapon first. It just feels better that way to me. Otherwise, it just kind of it just doesn't feel right unless you take Emerald Weapon on first, at least for me. But more importantly, I'll go over the strat for Emerald Weapon and the material layouts that I've got for my people and all that fun stuff. Oh, something definitely of note, all the HP plus materials that I have bought for this point, in other words, I've got 7 HP plus materials, all of those will be mastered before I go to take on Emerald Weapon, because you're going to want to make sure everybody has maxed health. I'm serious, viewers. You're going to want to make sure you do that. Now, the weapons, on the other hand, are extremely good for materia growth. The Emerald and Ruby weapons... Oh, Reeve got caught. Anyways, like I was saying, the Emerald and Ruby weapon give 50,000 XP and 50,000 AP when you beat them. 50,000 times 2 and times 3 is a lot. So in other words, most likely, shit like that 50,000 AP with Chocomog on just a regular double AP item can master with 0 APs to start off with. In fact, I'm going to be saving the Emerald and Ruby weapons for when I'm going to remaster some materia. It's just, yeah. It's all just stuff that is being saved for end of game. Now, once you get through that huge cutscene, fly on over to Midgar. Now, in about 15 minutes or something, the lag issues will be resolved, because I figured out exactly what was causing all the lag. But, yeah. Other than that, we've got some fun stuff to do. of course, taking on the entirety of Shinra. Let me think about this. Fucker. Let's see. Choose from the members below. I went ahead and said yes just to be sure that my party members were set up correctly. There we go. Because, like I said, unless I'm picking up something specific like Barrett's ultimate weapon, which we will of course be getting in this scene, the only people that are going to be in my party is Sid and Yuffie. They are permanent. They are going to be in my party forevermore. All the way up until the end of the game, unless I got to switch them out so that way I can pick up ultimate weapons. And welcome back to Midgar. Touchdown! Yeah, shut the fuck up, dickhead. You're lucky I need to get your weapons for completion's sake. And by the way, at this point, there are three things that are possible to miss in this section. Two of them you will never be able to get again if you miss them in this section. Those two would be the missing source, which is Barrett's ultimate weapon, and the HP spout, which is Kate Sith's ultimate weapon. The W item materia, if you miss it, you can pick it back, or you can pick it up on disc 3 in the graveyard, where I showed you, but I didn't miss any missable materia, so not gonna really have to bother. Now, I'm not gonna run around and get every treasure chest, but I am gonna pick up a couple treasure chests. In other words, the ones that I know how to get to. Or I'll say it, yes, I know I probably could have gone where that ramp was and picked up 2 more treasure chests, but in my defense, I think they're only like a turbo ether and something else, which it really doesn't matter considering I'm able to do the W item glitch and get max turbo ethers. New enemies! The Crazy Saw. Whenever they do a regular melee attack, they will inflict Confuse. Every other attack, which by the way is only limited to rifle, they've only got 2 attacks as far as I can tell, will do just, I think it does quite literally negligible damage at this point. In fact, at this point, I'm actually fairly over-leveled. But hey, whatever. I wanted to show that you could get the Golden Chocobo as early as I did, so that entailed doing a bunch of grinding. Normally, by this point in the game, if you're doing just a leisure playthrough, normally, I'd say you'd be about level 40, 45, something like that, so not under-leveled, but not too overly leveled like I am now. If you're wondering what I'm doing there, I was kind of taking a look through to see if anything was close to being mastered yet. I do that periodically because I want to see how far away I am before shit gets mastered. Now once I actually something, well, I'll bring that up when it happens, but once I actually get Materia's mastered, really I'm not going to bother. All I'm going to do for AP grinding is literally all I'm going to do is get 2 sets of every materia for command what is it? Command, summon, and